Hey all, it's Rebecca, and in today's video we are doing the Reaper Rewards Week 2. This week it said you can earn trad goth jeans. Grim would wear these if he had a waist. I do believe he is just bones underneath there, but we don't exactly know what is under Grim's robes. All we see are his hands, like ever. So we don't know what's under his robes. And how we're supposed to woohoo with him during this event on one of these weeks, I still don't know how that's going to go, because you are supposed to woohoo eventually with the Grim Reaper. So, and he's supposedly a young adult, so there's that. And they had disabled that at one point, so just FYI. This is week 2. This one I ended up recording, I think this one was recorded on October 6th. Which was just the first few days into my full-blown migraine, because my migraine did start on October 2nd and it went until October 16th. So I had planned on filming like spooky makeup for it to go up during, Halloween season and stuff. And I even laid out like everything that I needed to film spooky makeup. And then the migraine came and like kicked me in the head, and I had it for like 2 weeks. And I was on like all of my rescue meds. So yeah, I ended up playing Sims instead because it wasn't bothering my head so bad. So this is just to show you, yes, we're finally on week 2. I did start my week 2 a little early, thinking that, oh, well, I could do week 2. No, dumbass, you're still on week 1. And here's a preview of what the rewards are. And we're going to jump into the intro really quick, and I'll be right back. So in the last video, I did ask you guys what you wanted to do about like editing and whatnot. So we'll get into that in a minute. So this is Reaper Rewards Week 2. It's time to get your hands a little dirty. We are going back into the garden to plant some special things to make. We need some stuff to make that ambrosia salad. So we need to plant a few tree seeds and whatnot, and we need to catch fishies. I did talk about that in the last video, where I did say that we would have to focus on catching some fish. So he did ask me to plant some more seeds. And it does say I need an apple and a cherry tree. And I do already have an apple tree planted, but I did not have a cherry tree. So I think I ended up going at one point to the one map where you can go and like buy seeds and stuff from the vendors there. And I end up buying a cherry seed from the little market there so that I can pick those up. And then of course I ended up going and fishing, and a lot of this is sped up ×2. I think I had a couple that were sped up ×4, but I went ahead and just slowed them down to ×2. Now, the last time I edited for part 1 for week 1 of the challenges for the Reaper Rewards, I asked how you guys wanted me to edit and whether or not you wanted me to cut out all the extraneous stuff. So what I did was, this is just the edit for just challenge stuff. This is just me doing the challenges. There might be a little bit of extra gameplay in here, but for the most part, I have cut out all of the fat. And there is over 5 hours of gameplay here that is cut down into 25-30 minutes worth of gameplay. Again, all of this is sped up ×2. So 30 minutes of gameplay sped up ×2 to give you a rough idea of just how long it took me to do all the Reaper challenges to get this week's rewards and everything. And then all the other stuff that I did, I left kind of like stuck at the end after I got done editing and then doing the voiceover and stuff. I'll go ahead and remove all of that. And then if you guys want to see like all of the raw footage together, like edited how I normally would have done it, I can like do that and make a full video of it and then speed it up. I can do that. It's going to be a little extra work, but I do have like all the video footage anyway. So if you guys want me to do like the full video and then just speed it up ×4 without like all the cuts and stuff, I can do that as well, just in case somebody wants to see the full footage. I have no problem doing that. And I can do like the extended version or whatever, like Reaper's Week Challenge 2 extended version. So that way you guys can see what the difference is and just how long it would be to have all of the extraneous stuff. Like when I went to the gym and when I went and like, because I had to go to the gym in order to go and get the splices for the plants, because it's kind of easier to port into the gym and then, you know, go work out because she likes to work out. But also all the plants that you need to splice are behind the gym. So it just made more sense to just, you know, teleport over there. But also like there's fishing spots near my house, so I can go fishing here or I could go fishing by the gym. So I was like, okay, I'll just fish by my house. But also while she was fishing by the house, she hardly caught like anything. So she caught like 1 fish there. I'm like, damn, how am I going to catch like 3 fish? I ended up having to go fish a few other places because she was like not having any luck. And I made sure to like get her fishing skill up, fishing a few other places. Like when she went to go meet up with the Santa Claus dude at the Love Nest, whatever weirdo blah, blah, blah thing that I said yes to for her. I had her fish on that map, and I thought that her fishing skill was high enough so that she could, you know, fish on this map. But I guess I was wrong, because like she stood here for like 4 or 5 hours and caught 1 flipping fish. Like, look, if you look, there's only 1 fish that she's caught. Like, ma'am, like you've only caught 1 fish. Like, are you really that bad at fishing? Like, I thought I had gotten you some skill, but you know, whatever. I thought I'd done you better than that, but I guess not. So, let's see, what else did I forget? So yeah, basically what I did was I went through and edited out. Oh, and for the longest time on the very first one, and I was super frustrated towards the end of editing that one, that I didn't get like the Scare Seeker challenge. I thought I had put that on there. I was like, what? Like, I don't know why it took me so flipping long to do that. Oh, and look at this. I've literally only been here for like a little bit. And look, I've already got my trad goth jeans. So, and I did decide on this time I would mouse over those little exclamation or the question marks so you could see what the little things are. So this one says trad goth jeans. Darkness meets denim with these sleek and traditional goth jeans. I could totally see Caleb and his sister rocking these jeans. They're like rocker chic kind of gothy jeans. And then there's that that one chick that I could always see wearing that. And then if you mouse over it, it says it's under activities and skills. So you got a gardening book, and then you got a Starborn Freezer Bony, which this one I really like the color on it. It's kind of like galaxy colors. It says a freezer bony from beyond our solar system. Its plastic frame shimmers with the vastness of the distant galaxy, which explains why it's kind of galaxy colors, because I think that's really pretty. I love the coloring on this one. And I do have them all like kind of set up on a table behind my couch in my living room, because I think those little freezer bonies are adorable. And then you get instant hygiene. It says drink this potion to fill your Sim's hygiene needs, which, you know, you could just put your stank ass in the shower and wash it, I guess, if you want. But speaking of which, I probably need to go do that myself. So there's only a couple of things left for me to unlock, which is 1 more potion and the book that I need. And basically, I keep trying to like send Grim text messages and stuff like that, but I don't think it works, because the only way that you could talk to Grim is with the Grimophone. So, but this one here, it says, if you look at the top left corner, it says that I need to read the Ambrosia Society newsletter, and oh, hey, look at that. Perfect timing. I zoomed in. And then it says become friends with Grim. So When I go home, I do try and call over the Grim. I did like want to check on my monies to make sure everything was good. And I'm always like harvesting those spots because my aspiration in life is like as a jewelry maker, because I figured, gothy people, goth people like gems and jewelry and stuff like that. Look, I swear to God, every fucking time that I play this game, those goddamn windmills are always broken. Fucking broken. I'm always repairing them. They're like the biggest pain in my ass. And I bitched about it last time, but I'm just gonna chronically bitch about it because they're forever a problem. I have never had, like, even my solar panels don't break down as much as those damn windmill things do. So, and I think it's because I can't get the upgrade parts. You can't even buy the upgrade parts. You have to have like the eco parts in order to upgrade them. So that like really sucks. And because I don't live in that one map, in order to like fix it up and then like get the one building where like you can start building or getting, see, there's where I put it. That coffee table thing, or the table behind my couch, is where I put the freezer bony. And then there's the Ambrosia Society newsletter if you want to pause to read the newsletter. And then here's where I ported over to the gym. And then once I go to the gym and I work out here and I talk to a few people while I'm there at the gym, I then run around the park here in a minute. There's my reward unlocked. And of course it is raining outside. Lovely. But I do have to go. If you look, it says take a cutting from a plant, so I do have to go get that, and this is the best place to do it. And it wants you, because once you do a cutting, then you have to splice your like apple plant and stuff. So I'm just waving hi to weirdos in the gym because, even though she's all like, yay death and black and things like that, I want her to be nice to everybody, because it's kind of like how I am. Even though I am a pretty solitary person in real life, I am like nice to people. When I go out in public, I will talk to just about anybody. Even when I'm in pain, I'm polite to people. I don't understand why people have to be mean and rude and hostile out in public. It doesn't make any sense to me why people take out their bad days on other people, or they become agitated and hostile. And even when, like, for example, when we went to go early vote the other day, we went to the local library to do that, and we were in a very small room, and it was very crowded and very loud, and it was very, very overwhelming. And I didn't have to plug my ears at one point, and I should have thought to bring like my earplugs in with me, which I did have them with me because they were in the car in my bag, but I didn't think about needing them in there because I thought we wouldn't be in there that long. But I couldn't read some of the stuff on the screen because I was just so overwhelmed at one point because of just how overwhelmingly loud it was in there. But like, there were some really rude people in there while I was in there, and it's just like, that's all I could hear was just how flippin' rude some of those people were. And then of course the guy standing next to me, like, Jason and I were standing next to each other at one point, but of course he finished before I did because I take my time to read things. But the one thing, I was so distracted by how loud everybody was. I had to read the same thing like 15 times, and then even plugging my ears and me being like overstimulated and everything being in there. And I was just getting overwhelmed and starting to like freak out at one point that I plugged my ears, and then Jason ended up walking off. So there goes what little bit of comfort that I did have with him standing next to me. There was no privacy in there. Everybody could see everything everybody else was doing, which is very odd for when you go vote, because usually there's like screens or dividers or something. And this dude walked up next to me, and you could tell he was a Trump supporter just by just his aura and the way he looked and the way he smelled and the way he was dressed just said Trump supporter. And he kept looking at my screen and scoffing at like everything that I was doing. And Then, of course, like when you go to review stuff before you print out your voting stuff, he kept scoffing at my screen. He was like dead ass looking at my voting screen, scoffing at me. And you do have the ability to turn your screen from like light to dark or turn it like grayscale. So I had it so it was dark, a dark background with like white lettering. So it made it easier for me to read and a little bit less jarring on my eyes with the white background with the dark lettering. So at least that was nice that it had that option. But the fact that he was just like making rude noises and stuff about like my political choices and stuff. And I'm going to tell you right now, I voted straight Democrat. Everybody that I could vote for that was a Democrat on that ballot, I voted Democratic for. There was only one person I could not vote a Democratic candidate on. And I knew who the guy was that was a Republican candidate, and I'd heard a lot of bad stuff about him and how he had rape allegations against him, and he was a womanizer, and his wife had filed abuse charges against him at one point, and I certainly didn't want to fucking vote for that. So I did a write-in on that, and I said anybody but them, and that's what I left on there because I didn't know who else to write in on that because I didn't know who was running for that position besides that person. But I'd be hanged if I'm going to vote for somebody that beat up his own wife, or, it's not proven that he beat up his own wife, but I know that his wife had filed charges against that. And you know how spousal abuse is when a man beats up his wife and then he like forces his wife to take back their charges and stuff because she's scared and he controls shit. And I know how that goes because I've been in that position. So the charges either may or may not stick, but at least I knew there was charges because, it's what I found online after looking up who we had to vote for and stuff. And I'm like, oh, hell no, I ain't voting for that asshole. Republican or not, I'm not going to vote for him. So I don't know. It's just a really bad day for me and a bad experience. But still, I was still polite to everybody I talked to there. I said thank you to everybody that helped me. I said hi to everybody. I smiled at people, and unfortunately I did not bring my face mask in. I should have, because I was not expecting it to be busy because my doctor had said that it was like a really quick in and out and that she didn't have any problems and that it was like really easy to go in there. And she says it wasn't busy at all. And when Jason and I got there, it was after I had 2 doctor's appointments back to back that day and it was really busy. So, maybe that's why, but it was just a lot of people there and I should have just brought my face mask in and maybe that would have given me a little bit more protection because I haven't had COVID yet and I certainly don't want it. Okay, so here I am looking for that that scare seeker thing again, and I legit kept like going past it, and I don't know why I kept like going past it. And I had lot challenges like pulled up on week 1 challenge, and I'm like, did I like not do this? Did I not save it right? What did I do wrong? And it was just really weird. But it's like once you get that put on there, people like will come up and give you like gifts and stuff. And I'm like, wait, what? So I thought that was really odd that once you get the Scare Seeker lot challenge added to your property, people will randomly show up at your house and they will leave gifts for you, and they'll say, thanks for the scare. And you're like, huh? So I thought that was really weird because once I finally got it added, you see that I've got that Brianna, whatever her name is, the one that's always like pulling pranks and stuff. She'll show up at your house like 3 or 4 times, and she like leaves you like a banana, and she'll leave you like, well, it's technically a plantain, but she'll like leave you like random gifts and stuff, and other people will come up and they'll thank you for the scare, and you're like, what? See, look, it says apply the Scare Seeker challenge to your lot, and I just had that open and I still didn't do it. So here I am. I buy a couple of aspiration things because that was something that was on my list to do. And then I think I load back in. At one point I have to load back in. I know I did. Why are you standing there in the street singing? Weirdo. Oh, I got a gnome mad at me. Did I give him the wrong thing or something? I can't remember. Grim's wandering around my house. I tried to make friends with Grim before. Yeah, I'm just chatting with Grim. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do that lot challenge thing. That's literally the only thing left that I had to do. And it's like, I have had that open I don't know how many times, and I still forget. Okay, so now that I can see exactly how long this is, it looks like it is less than 26 minutes long. So the entire video with everything cut out, with everything sped up times 2, it's less than 26 minutes long. So let me know what you guys think about the full edit video, like with the cuts and everything. Oh yeah, this is the hang-ups and turn-ons and turn-offs for the Grim Reaper. Like, he is turned off by performance skills. Like, what the hell does that even mean? And there is the book that you have to get. This is the Green Lady's Lost Tome. Now, you do have to find this in the store and buy it. And I think this is where I finally finished this, where I have to go to the store to buy it. And then it dawns on me, you dipshit, you have to go put the Scare Seeker challenge or the Scare Seeker lot challenge on. And I finally finish it and get that last little potion. So there I am looking again. I'm like, wait, how do I get this? Is this like a book in my inventory? Do I have to go buy this? Because I'm like trying to figure out how I get it. So you'll see, there I go again. And then you go to activities, and then you have to go to events. And there's the book. And then I put the book on the table. And then there's all the other things I've unlocked. I did try and put some like pillows and stuff decoration wise on my couches, but they just would not go. So I was like, well, shit, there goes my idea of like having cute things on there. But as you can see, I closed the panel yet again and did not instill the Scare Seeker lot challenge because you can still see I'm just sitting there reading the book. But it says I've now acquired the gourmet cooking skill from reading her book. So also, if you look, you can see, I'll try and see if I can zoom in on this. But if you look, as I'm reading the Green Lady's Lost Tome, there's like this black miasma that is coming off the book. Do you see that? That is not like normal at all. And she just wandered off with the book. And the funny thing is, I don't think it's in my inventory. And Grim is still hanging out. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, his turn-offs are performers, turn-ons are argumentative, turn-offs are affection and flirting, so don't flirt with Grim, he doesn't like it. Which is funny though, he'll flirt with you, but he doesn't like to be flirted with. But he likes like people to be rude to him and shit. I'm like, wait, what? So there's all his like profile stuff right now, but so I acquired the romance skill with Grim. As you can see, he I guess he flirted with me or something, and so now I've gotten some romantic interest in there, and I'm boogie dancing with Grim. I don't know where she's going. She constantly is wandering off, doing her own thing. Or she's boogieing again. Look at her, breaking it down. I have officially made it to dancing level 3. And I guess Grim is flirting with her because he's feeling flirty. She's feeling confident, and he's feeling flirty. And he's got a freezer bony on his waist. Uh-oh. Romantic satisfaction begins. He had some weird little symbol over his head, and I didn't really get into that Love Struck information or the information from the Love Struck pack to like understand what those little symbols were, because I made a character for the Love Struck pack, but the expansion pack kept like crashing and stuff. So it didn't go over very well. And see, I'm like, why can't I get this? What's wrong with me? And then I'm like, oh, I still don't have this. I don't know how many times I've looked at this and I still haven't been able to get it. Okay, now it says I'm friends with Death. So I have become good friends with death, so yay for that. And here I'm gonna pop off to bed really quick. And now, please tell me you finally put the damn Scare Seeker Lot challenge on. No, you dipshit. The other one. There you go. Click that. No, the other one. Right. No, the other one. Click the other one. Click the big picture looking thing. Yes, that one. There you go. It's in there. Yes, click that. Click it. Click it. Yes. Now hit save. Woo, finally. Grim Reaper can be so friendly. Keep working. Okay, so now you finally fucking finished week 2 Reaper rewards. It only took you 30 fucking minutes to do it, bitch, because like you just kept like whatever. Like I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how many times I went into that menu and I still didn't get it. And I am like super frustrated with myself because I don't know how many times during editing I went into the build mode and never, and I mean never clicked it. And I went to that same spot like 12 different times. And that was the first time I actually clicked that. So yeah, trying to edit this was a pain in my ass. So anyways, hopefully you guys like the cut down version of it, the edited version. If you want the full version of it, please let me know. I will probably go ahead when I get a chance here in just a minute, once this one exports, and go ahead and do the extended version. So that way I've got it as backup. If you guys say yay to the extended version, I'll go ahead and get it scheduled to go up after all the rest of these go up. And yeah, I will see you guys in week 3 here next. Tomorrow will be week 3. These are going to go up every day, hopefully until Halloween, until I run out of videos. And yep, I've got week 5 queued up to film. So far I've got weeks 3 and 4 to edit, and then week 5 ready to film. So anyways, I will see you guys later. Hopefully you have a fantabulous day or night wherever you are, and let me know what you think of this series, and I'll see you later. Bye.